People were very surprised when they would come to see me because they would expect, like if say they came in to see me for depression, they would expect me to give them some magical herb or supplement or dietary program to heal their depression. And I would, but 90% of the office visit would be looking, trying to identify factors in their life that were, contributing to their low mood. And a big part of my prescription was, uh, therapies that were designed to help them reassociate to the things in life to be grateful for, the things in life that gave them pleasure. And, when people are depressed, they lose the affinity to experiencing things in life that make life worth living. So basically helping them plug back into life. And it was interesting because they didn't expect that. I really focused a lot on um, helping people have a reason to be healthier. And in my book, The Longevity Matrix, the first part of the book is really focused on inspiring people to have a reason to live. Because the truth is, Mike, is that many people are in pain. They're not happy. Life is a struggle. They're tired. So talking to them about living longer, they're like, no, that's not what I want. I honestly, I'd really like to check out. I'm not interested in more of this. And so what I try to help people with is to realize that it's not about living longer. It's about living better, and you can live better now. And I never thought about living longer, having vitality, energy, passion in my later years. I know I will have those things. I'll have those things because I've focused on living better now. What can I do today? What choices can I make today? What activities can I engage in? What practices can I engage in? How can I make me better? How can I become the best version of myself in every capacity? That's why I went to naturopathic medical school. The first day of class, we were in a circle, and everyone gave a little history of who they were and why they were there. And I still remember what I said as to why I wanted to be there. I wanted to be there because I wanted to learn how I could be the best version of myself in every capacity, body, mind, and spirit. And I felt this was the best place to do that. It's kind of like when you're on an airplane, you got to get that oxygen mask on yourself before you can help other people. And I felt that was why I was there, is to learn how I can be healthy in all these different areas, and then I would be able to help others. And so when I had a patient, I would try to find what the quickest way to make an improvement in their life. And one of the quickest ways is to help people sleep better. So I focused on that, because if you're not sleeping well, the world is a little bit darker, or a lot darker, and you don't have the energy to heal, or to basically propel yourself through the day. So that was always a little secret. And then the next thing was just really listening, and letting people know first how much I was there to help them. I learned very quickly that people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. If physicians can understand that, it's a real powerful medicine, and it's a great way to align yourself in the patient process. So uh, one of my I want to quickly digress, and
Please.
this typical with me. I get into a lot of different things, but one of the greatest experiences I had in private practice, I had this couple. And this it's trying to interview. They came in together, and they wanted to be together. And the first person I was supposed to focus on was the husband, and it just wasn't a good dynamic because they would get into a little argument, and it so I had to uh, kick the wife out of the the patient interview. And so I'm talking to the husband, and I said, what's going on there? Oh, she doesn't appreciate me. I go, do you think, do you think she loves you? Oh, she loves me, but she takes me for granted, and she doesn't listen to me. And he's just going on and on and on. I go, okay, so then let's focus on your health. And we started working on some things, and then I finished up with him, and then I brought her back, and I said, hey, what was going on there with the dynamics between you and her? Oh, he doesn't appreciate me. I go, do you think he loves you? And he goes, oh yeah, he loves me, but he takes me for granted. Doesn't same exact.
Yeah.
And I go, oh my God, they parroted each other. And that's what I saw. I saw the dynamic I saw was just really interesting. So I brought him after I finished up with her. I brought them both in, and I said, I want to share my experience with you. And and so I said, one of the things that we need to do here is we need to help you both feel. I can see the love between you. I can see that, but and it dawned on me then that we always think about love as the most important value that people must feel in a relationship, but I would beg to differ. What I saw there from watching this couple was that the need to feel appreciated is more important. And so the exercise was to put them face to face and take turns expressing something they appreciated in the other. And it was really interesting because it was work for them. But
Wow.
what came from that was it was one of the most beautiful experiences in my practice. And that's healing.
Mm.
That's
Yeah.
healing. And if you can bring those sorts of experiences, it just blossoms. I had so many interesting experiences in clinical practice that that really brought home that it doesn't matter if you're trying to treat solely with diet or nutritional supplements. It's not going to work if it's not a biochemical or nutritional issue. Um,
Yeah.
you have to, I always identify what is really going on in a person's life. And that's the biggest piece of advice. And that's the biggest difference of uh, a naturopath versus a conventional medical doctor, because we understand that it's not every person with depression, or every person with heart disease or arthritis. They're not going to get the same care, because you have to identify what the underlying factors are and address all of them.
Mm. Well, and it sounds like that little relationship counseling that you did in that session. I doubt that kind of stuff is taught in med school.
No, it's because it's uncomfortable
Yeah.
for doctors. They can't do it in 3 minutes.
Yeah. Of course.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah.